You have to suffer when you have to suffer. This is really, it's ridiculous. You have to serve when you have to serve. No, you should serve and suffer, or be willing to suffer, and willing to serve, of course, too, when you are still in good times, when you have freedom of your actions, when you can choose your actions freely. Then you have to do the right thing. And another thing that I just remembered now is the guy in the train when I went back from the residential care home in a small rural village of Thurgau, canton of Thurgau, that I visited I think in August 2010. Yeah, it must have been in August 2010, after my release from the psychiatric hospital. And this was also the place where I increasingly assumed that I would be tortured, some kind of black site that was camouflaged as a home for people with disability, for a mental disability. And then when I developed the love psychosis, immense love feelings, then I expected that I would die there. That I would die in unimaginable love there. Some kind of mixture of torture and being loved and receiving love. Very, very strange, but this I expected. And this I thought would be the place, because before I thought it is a black site operated by various intelligence agencies. Primarily the foreign intelligence agency of this particular country, but this doesn't matter at all. This is just a technicality, and it's ridiculous and not true. And even if it had been true, it would still be a technicality, because God is, the religion is for every person. How do you say that? I wanted to say something else. What did I want to say? Something about religion. Is valid or open for anyone, but what did I want to say? That is. Yes. And the word that this guy in the train said, there were two statements. One was in the train drive between Winterthur and Efretikon, and the other was in the train drive. Yes, and I also saw a person dressed as a very, very tall woman, or a very tall woman there. I think she was in a scarf. Very strange. But what I heard first in the train drive from Winterthur to Efretikon was: Es ist genug, wenn's genug ist. It is enough when it is enough. And I thought this is some kind of it's a reference to torture. So, sorry, I should have given a warning here in the video that nobody watches it who is young, because you shouldn't talk about torture with young people, of course. This is clear. Sorry, no warning was made. So I will write it in the title. I don't want to redo the video, because then it loses its originality. So this was, it is enough when it is enough. It's never enough. You don't know when it is enough. It is decided by God or the devil. The devil might decide that it is never enough. No, I think there is hope. There is hope. Even if the punishment is almost infinite in terms of time and intensity, there will be. Now I almost have to weep. There will be forgiveness. I'm quite sure there will be forgiveness one day. The devil is not so powerful that it can have such a power that it's equal to God, and even if it were equal to God, maybe even the devil would one day give his pardon or something like that, yeah. And the other statement was, oh my God, I haven't cried for years. I think this is the first time I cry, but I just realized the magnitude, the extent of suffering that might lie ahead for me, because I was and I'm still so wrong. Yeah. And the other issue, yeah, this was it, that the guy said, because there is you have a rubbish bin in every train in Switzerland, and in this rubbish bin it's written Endstation für Abfälle, final station for rubbish. And this is some kind of word play, because Endstation is also the destination of every train, route, and so it's if such a rubbish bin, recycle bin or whatever, I'm not sure how it's called in English, it's Abfallkübel in German, you have yeah, it's written in a train, so it's just final station for the rubbish, not for the train. Yeah, has a double significance, and this guy, or it was a group of people, and one guy who said, really with full of hate in his voice, Endstation für Abfälle, and I knew this. He meant me, and probably my visit to this Heim. On that day, because I would I would end there, and I was of course not happy to hear that. I felt under. It was like a. He told it in such an aggressive voice that I felt, you can say threatened even, but not, I didn't dare to look at him. It's also interesting because normally in such a case I would look very intensively to such a person, but in this case I didn't dare to look, because there was such an I was already humiliated by the visit to this Heim somehow, and then this, I didn't dare to look back and to him, who it was and how his face looked. So, and I think this is now I know even much more, and not in terms of this life here, because in this life here I might also already suffer enormously in the future. This is possible, but what will happen in the afterlife? And it was because of this that I had to weep, not because of. I'm no longer afraid of my punishment in this life here. The problem is what happens afterwards. should there be an eternal life? What will God and or the devil, should the devil exist, should God exist? We don't know. If the devil exists, God exists certainly too, this is clear. Akkuladung 15%. I have only 50% battery. So I need to recharge it soon. It was just a message of the Android operating system. Sorry for the technical comment. I will suffer there, and because of that I'm weeping. And I'm not just weeping because of the imagination of suffering, but because of the imagination of forgiveness, that a person like me can be forgiven. Sorry for this movement, and to display my weeping in order, I moved that mobile phone in order to make you see it better, so some kind of boasting with weeping and with emotions that are finally appropriate. Because a guy like me, who is so close to the devil, or even the devil himself, still gets a pardon. This is almost unbelievable. Actually, I wanted to make the video about a totally different topic, about the answer that I'm writing to this former school friend, because I was once very rude to her and I still regret it, and she wrote me back, "Thanks, Lucas, she obviously also pardoned me." And I didn't know which emoticons to use in my answer, if I should use a sad or a happy and delighted smiley. And this was the reason why I wanted to do this video here, and now it was about something completely else. And I still don't know what kind of emotions to use in the answering video. Yeah. So, stop here. Oh God. Hopefully this is it's not the last video, but it's the most authentic video, because finally I realize what lies ahead for me. Almost certainly, but in the end, there will almost certainly be forgiveness. And for this I really have to be grateful. So it's 20 o'clock in the evening, 8 p.m. and 42 minutes. See, 2042, and it's Thursday, 15th of November 2018. And I have to go out, this is clear. Now I have to be among people again and not live such a secluded life, because I don't get new insights into life. I don't move on anymore, it's just always the same. But I'm really glad and happy and grateful and relieved that I was finally able to weep on camera, or to cry on camera, weinen in German. It was high time. I should have done it long before, because it's essentially very sad that a person can be so weak and evil like me. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye. And I recharged the phone now, the smartphone now. I have to. Bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Maybe we should restrict this video, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. Look at the description. Maybe I will write in the description. I will write maybe more in the description below. Thanks for watching.